We'll have Coach make the opening statement, and then we'll throw it open for questions.
That's a hard-fought victory, maybe the hardest-fought 18-point victory in my career. That's the most points we've given up all year, but all the credit goes to Akron and their ability to execute in the half court. I thought they did a great job of setting screens, executing their offense, and despite 37 points off turnovers, I didn't feel like we disrupted them consistently through the night, and they did a really nice job of executing against our defense. We haven't given up that many threes since the Evansville game, and so again, disappointed at times with the defense, but more impressed with Akron's execution. We battled, we competed, we played hard, but they did a heck of a job tonight against us, and we really had to have a good night at the offensive end to come away with tonight's victory.
Questions?
Tracy really wore out their little freshman pretty well, it looked like. Was that something you thought you could exploit?
Well, first, with Akron's freshmen, we recruited every one of them almost on their roster. Casey Castle and Carly Young are two kids that we thought could play in our system, could play certainly for us, and they're certainly great MAC players. They're great gets by Akron, and they're showing you why they were both recruited very heavily to the MAC. With that said, I thought Casey Castle competed against Tracy all night and got her tired, but Tracy got away, had a good night at the arc. I thought got away from her a few times, a few missed assignments, and when you're a senior veteran point guard playing against the freshmen and you're hot, you're going to make them pay for some of those mistakes. But what we were able to do is consistently get to the rim against her, and so it was a great chess match, and I'm a Casey Castle fan, so it'll be fun to watch her over the next 4 years.
What were the problems you guys had defensively, Curt? I mean, it looked like it started on the inside and then moved to the outside. As you short up one, another opened.
Well, this is why Jody Kess was the coach of the year in the league last year. You take something away, and they counter it, and they read what you take away, and so something else opens up. They're a difficult matchup because essentially they have 5 kids on the floor that can score, with a lot of those kids having good balance. They have some really good shooters, some really good post play. And when you pick your poison on how you're going to defend their action, they understand the reads. And if you take one thing away, they're looking for another thing. And I thought they had a really, really good night of execution. And it's not something we weren't doing. I thought it was more them playing at a tempo, playing with confidence to execute what they were trying to accomplish.
What adjustments were you able to make in the second half on Rachel Tecca?
Just dig in and play hard, but you can't give Tecca anything easy. She's such a good athlete, probably the best end-line post in the league. That you've got to take away transition. You've got to take away offensive putbacks. You've got to limit her post catches. If she gets too many catches, she's just too efficient a player. She's too fast. She's too athletic. So if we did anything, we did a little bit better job limiting her catches, crowding her, taking away her strengths. But, you know, she had 16. She had 26 here last year, so I think we're getting better. But, you know, you look at that, and she's averaging 21 in this building. That's not easy to do.
Speaking of averaging good points in this building, Lauren hits another milestone tonight and had a strong game to back it up. Do you know if she was feeling it before the game, the pressure of maybe 2,000 points, or does she not even let stuff like that bother her?
I don't think that kind of stuff even enters her mind. She had a big assignment tonight, guarding Kara Murphy. She's done a great job through the years. Tonight again, Kara Murphy only goes for 10, and really, if you ask Lauren, I bet she'll be disappointed that she got to double digits. Her length through the years has given Murphy some trouble. But offensively, Lauren hit open shots. She was aggressive. She got to the foul line, limited times tonight, so she had to step up and make shots. We ran more plays tonight through her. 16 shots are high for her, but we needed her. We needed her to be efficient. The way they were guarding, our guards were going to get more shots tonight. They weren't going to give our post anything easy on slips or rolls. So a great accomplishment. Not very many people in the country scored 2,000 points. She's a special player. And if she stays healthy, she has a chance to become the all-time leading scorer.
Offensively, Curt, I mean, outside of 15 turnovers being high, it looks like, I mean, are we talking about a dream night offensively for you guys?
Well, if we didn't have that kind of night offensively, we wouldn't have won. It was probably a fun game to watch at the offensive end. Both teams were very efficient, and that's not a lack of two teams working their butts off defensively, and really both teams are very scout-heavy. That's two teams that dialed in offensively and took what they gave us, and players stepped up and made plays. I think both coaching staffs would be pleased with how we executed at times offensively. Both teams, both coaches will go back and go, why wasn't our defense better? But we needed to be that good offensively tonight because we had a dream of maybe not giving up 70 points all year, and they got to 70, and they earned it. They played really well at the offensive end.
You mentioned that it probably was a fun game to watch. I'm guessing by the coat toss late in the first half, it wasn't a fun game to coach.
Well, scouting report-wise, we knew what Carly Young's capable of. Carly Young is a kid we offered a scholarship to. Carly Young has been quoted as saying she wondered if she could play here. Well, she just showed our whole crowd that she could play here. And she's not in our uniform, but she's a great player and stepped up big tonight and gave us fits. And we made the adjustment on how she was getting shots and lost the coat on the third time that she got the shot after we made the adjustment to take that away.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, I mean, those are not easy shots she made.
No, I meant you're taking off your coat.
No, don't take off my coat very much.
No, I mean, we haven't seen that since Dan left.
Any other questions? I don't know how we could follow that.